going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we are going to talk about this Turkish semi-auto shotgun from Tokarov, however you say it. It is called the MONASTOR 102, but I like to call it the Monster 102. Those damn New England accents. We are going to talk about all of the features of this shotgun, the pros, the cons, what I think of it overall, and of course we are going to get it out to the range. Just keep in mind, these Turkish shotguns that are being imported can be kind of difficult to find specs and information, certain things about them on the internet. Some of the features are hard to find. This shotgun was loaned to the channel by my buddy Curtis, local buddy of mine, so thank you very, very much to him. Last and certainly not least, let me quickly thank the sponsor of today's video, that is Shall Not Comply. Shall Not Comply makes some of the softest and most badass pro gun, pro 2A apparel in the game. If you want to check them out, use the link down in the video description. As always, let's start at the bottom and we can work our way forward. You see you have a nice rubber butt pad here on the back. This cheek weld is adjustable. You just back out this screw and it will adjust up or down. You have several sling points here if you want to run a sling, and again, if it's a defensive weapon, I think you probably should have a sling on your firearm. The stock itself and the lower is connected. It's all one piece, and it is a polymer material. Now, the color of this particular AR-12 is called Stormtrooper. I like the way it looks. I think the white is pretty sharp. If the white is not your jam, it is available in several different colors, including black, OD green, FDE, burnt bronze, red, blue, gray, and several battle-worn colors. Now, as far as the grip, it is a standard AR-15 style grip, so if you do not like this one, you can easily swap it out. This one is like a rubber overmold, and it seemed fine to me, no problems. There is a locking compartment on the bottom. You just get a Phillips head, back that little plate out, and if you want to store something in there like snacks, you can store whatever you want in there. Now, the trigger is okay. It's a polymer trigger, has a nice little curve to it. I was very surprised on my scale that it broke around 4 pounds. It feels a little heavier than that, much heavier than that, but on my Lyman trigger gauge, I tried it a bunch and it was always right around 4 pounds. So I'm going to say it's a 4.5 pound trigger, but I find that very, very hard to believe. So there's a little bit of take up. Like I said, the trigger is a polymer type feel to it. The brake is okay. There's a decent wall to it. The trigger reset is a little long, and it has a weird kind of bounce back to it. But overall, I'll say the trigger is decent. Now, as far as the controls, if you are familiar with an AR-15, you will be very, very familiar with these controls. It has a standard magazine release, just like an AR-15. Just know that the magazines do not drop free when you hit that magazine release. Safety on the other side, again, is a standard AR-15 style safety. It's not overly tactile. It's a little on the mushy side, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine, especially for a budget-friendly semi-auto shotgun. Same thing with the bolt release. Very, very AR-15-esque. You have the bolt, if you want the bolt to lock open like I just did, you hold the bottom, and when you want to send the bolt forward, you just hit that button. And then on this side, you do have a charging handle if you want to load it that way, or if you have a malfunction or something like that. Now, the magazines that this shotgun comes with is a standard MKA 1919 pattern magazine, which is a good thing because a lot of semi-auto shotguns take those magazines, and there's a lot of aftermarket accessories and different magazines for you. It comes with 2 5-round magazines. One unique thing about this magazine, it has an adapter to hook into a Picatinny rail right on the bottom of the magazine. It's kind of strange, but what you could do is you could have one 5-round mag in the gun like this and have another 5-round mag here on the front Picatinny rail on the front of the gun. Not that I would use that as a hand guard, but more of a way to carry a spare mag. I don't think I would do that, but it is definitely an option. Again, the nice thing about being an MKA 1919 pattern magazine, like most of these semi-auto shotguns are, is you can get ridiculous things like this. Ridiculous in the best way possible. A 20-round drum magazine from ProMag if you wanted to carry a few extra rounds on you. And I will go over this a little bit more in just a second. So the upper and the handguard are both metal. I'm assuming they are aluminum. They has a Picatinny rail that goes all the way up the top of the upper and across the handguard. Now it also comes with these basic set of flip-up sights. They're very, very basic, but they work fine. It also comes with this angled foregrip here, which is good because it's a good size shotgun and it's pretty heavy. At first I was holding it out here, and I do find using the angled foregrip was a little easier, especially with my left elbow. It's still messed up. It's been messed up for a long time, but it's still messed up, and that makes it a little bit easier. If you don't like this angled foregrip, you can easily take it out with one screw because it is just hooked to another section of Picatinny rail. Talking a little more about the handguard, I do like the shape and the width and the size of it. It does feel very, very good in the hand. As you see here, it has a bunch of relief cuts that I think make the shotgun look very aesthetically pleasing and obviously help lighten up the weight of the shotgun. Out on the end here, it does have Picatinny rail at 3, 6, and 9 o'clock. And I just tossed a light on there because why not? Now these rails out at 3, 6, and 9 o'clock are not in spec to what 1913 Picatinny rails should be. I tried several different lights of different brands and different accessories, even a couple optics that hook into 1913 rails, and they're just off. I don't know if all of these shotguns are like that or just this one, but these are off just a little bit. 12 o'clock is a-okay, but 3, 6, and 9, they're a little weird. Now the light stays on there, it's not going anywhere, but it's a little weird to get on there for any accessories that I tried. Finally at the end here, just wanted to make sure you do have a barrel shroud. Give me about 10 minutes to unscrew this and I'll be right back. Okay, it does not take chokes, so if you want to add different chokes to it, you can do that. It does take 2 3/4 and 3-inch shells, and on the barrel it says Tokarov Silah, S-I-L-A-H, Sanya, I'll put it up on the screen, 12 gauge, 3-inch, made in Turkey is what it says out there in on the barrel. So this is a big old heavy gun. It is 8 pounds, a 20-inch barrel, and it weighs, and it's 38 inches long overall. So let's talk about the testing that I did with this shotgun. I shot 1 magazine of slugs, I shot 3 magazines of buckshot, and several boxes of birdshot. I'm lucky enough to be testing 3 different shotguns right now, which is dope, but my surgically repaired shoulder, I've had multiple surgeries on this shoulder, can only handle so much slugs. So I went easy with the slugs and the buckshots because of that. Just know, most of these budget-friendly imported shotguns do have a break-in period where you're going to need to shoot a couple hundred rounds of high brass or high velocity ammo before they break in. Now this shotgun has already been shot a bit by my buddy Curtis, and I did not have to do that. All of the birdshot I shot through the factory mags were good to go. I did not have any malfunctions in any way. I shot a bunch of steel, I did some running and gunning, of course I shot some clays because after all it is a shotgun. I wanted to do a mag dump really quick with this 20-round drum mag, but both days that I took this to the range, they're doing construction on my range and all the fuzz were there, and they keep a very close eye on me now, so I decided to ease off the 20-round mag dump. As far as pros, you get a lot of value for your money on this shotgun. I've seen them out there for less than $400, so it is a very, very good value for what you get for the money. I love the magazine pattern, how it's MKA 1919 magazine pattern, which is great. I love the AR-15-esque type controls on most of these shotguns, and the mags. Yeah, I said those are the 3 mags. As far as cons, I kind of have a couple. The safety and the trigger aren't great. For the price, I don't think I can really complain. It's less than $400. I don't think I should expect a high-end match-grade trigger and a perfect safety, but they're okay. The only true con I have, and I don't know if it's on the drum magazine or if it's on the shotgun, but this shotgun did not like this drum magazine. Being it's a Pro Mag magazine, it could be just the shotgun. I had a lot of malfunctions with this drum magazine, and when I was standing there and shooting, it was okay, but I wanted to do a goofy run and gun with this giant magazine just to be silly for Instagram and TikTok, and every time I started running with this magazine, it would literally just fall out of the gun. It wouldn't even stay in there. And I was making sure it was seated correctly, and I wasted a lot of time trying to get this magazine to run. So I can't say if this magazine will run with this shotgun or not, but this particular one, it did not. So overall, I think these are pretty cool shotguns, especially for the money. If they're all as reliable as this one, I think you will be happy getting one, especially for the sub $400 price. I don't think you can go wrong. All right, before you go, let me thank my man Curtis for loaning me this shotgun. That is very, very nice of him to let me play with it for a few weeks. I have to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Shall Not Comply. Again, the link is down in the video description. Let me also thank the other companies who support me with affiliate link, my Patreon supporters who also hooked me up because they paid for the ammo for this video. They don't know that, but thank you guys for paying for the ammo for this video. Most important, I need to thank you, boys and girls, for watching, because without you guys watching, I would not be here. If you think I deserve it, please drop a like, drop a comment, click the subscribe button, enable the bell notifications. If you think I deserve any of those things, I greatly, greatly appreciate them, and I will see you next time. Peace.